The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? It's Dupree, aka Darth Vader here, with another one of my Star Wars stories. This one is about how I actually got a job at Disneyland as Darth Vader. Before we get into this, don't forget to like and subscribe because that greatly helps out the channel. This was about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 2015 or 2016. So this is kind of a weird two-part story. So at the time, which I cannot go into full detail, I actually was doing a bit of work for Lucasfilm. I can't say what, but what little I can say is I would go up to San Francisco every once in a blue moon and do contract, work for them. Like I do a little small job and then that was it. And oddly enough, that's how I got that skateboard, the Darth Vader skateboard back there. So I'll go into that another time. But anyway, so I had been working for under Lucasfilm for a couple of years. Aside from that, I was trooping with the 501st. I was also doing my Saber Guild events. I remember one of my Legion friends told me they're doing casting for Darth Vader at Disneyland. And I'm just like, freaking Darth Vader at Disneyland? Work at Disneyland? Hell yeah, I'm down. I apply online because they had you apply for casting jobs online and then you go to an audition. I get there at the gate and then I go in and then they do they measure everybody, they check your info down. Oddly enough, wouldn't you know it, I didn't get picked. And you know one of the funny reasons I didn't get picked? Because I'm too short. Yeah, I said I'm too short. So at that time, requirements for Darth Vader was anybody that was like 6'5" to 6'8". I'm only 6'3". And a weird twist, I didn't get picked for the job. Flash forward to I think a year or 6 months to a year later, they were doing another casting call as Darth Vader because I guess they didn't get enough for that time before. And they had changed their height requirements. So it was like anybody from 6'2" and up. And I'm like, 6'2" and up? That's me. So same thing. I fill out the application online. I fill out the information at the gate. When I get there, I go in for the casting. And there are a bunch of guys there. Like obviously there's like a million guys there. Probably like my height, maybe a tiny bit shorter or taller. I remember seeing one of my 501st Legion friends there too, and he's also a Darth Vader in Legion. I'm like, yeah, it's nice to see a friendly face and somebody I know. But anyway, they basically go through the spiel of, it's an unnamed character, but his character has to be menacing and have a certain walk and a certain grandiose soul and statuesque features and all this other stuff. So I'm like, got this. I've been studying Darth Vader and Dave Prowse movements for like years. I got this. And then they teach us a small choreographed lightsaber fight, which basically is the lightsaber fight that's in the Jedi training show. If you guys have seen that at Disneyland or Disney World, where they invite the kids to come up on stage and have their quote unquote Jedi trials against Darth Vader and Darth Maul and whoever. And then eventually it was Kylo Ren. I do that, learn the choreo really quick, swipe right, swipe left, blah, 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 up over their head, have the person duck, same old stuff, the basic 1, 2, 3, 4. But the most important thing, they wanted you to pretend that you were this character, which is obviously Darth Vader, walking around into the park, and how would you interact with people. So I remember I was probably like the 4th or 5th person. I saw everybody do their thing. Walk around, go do their force choke or whatever and fists. It was good. There was a lot of people that was good. There was a lot of people that were actually really good. But, like I said, I do this, almost at that time, almost daily. Like I was probably like dressing up as Vader and doing that like at least 2-3 times a week. So my turn comes. This is the first time I actually had to perform or do anything as Darth Vader in front of people. So it was a little odd because like usually when the costume's on, I forget like I'm not Dupree anymore. I'm Vader. I don't mind eyes on me when I'm in the costume. This time I'm out of costume, so I do my walk. I walk in front of the people, my hands on the belt, the whole and I'm pretending like I'm in costume because when you're in that costume, it straightens your back. You're very your posture is different, like you hold yourself a certain way, like you're gonna walk different, the head movements, the slight tilts. And then they said one thing was like, so what would you do, for me specifically, what would you do if like a little girl came in front of you and asked for a picture? So I decided to take it on myself to do something a little different. I go in front of the girl, hands on my belt, look down, and I drop to one knee and put my arm on my knee, and I'm like, what is thy bidding? And safe to say that actually like kind of got like some and everything from the casting directors, and was kind of like, all right, I did my job. It's kind of really hard to explain, like I said, I'm not smack talking on anybody else's skill, obviously, or how their perception of Darth Vader is, but me and my friend killed it. Me and my other Legion friend killed it. And safe to say, we both after that we both got hired. And oddly enough, he got hired for another character, which I can't really say because that would kind of give it away if you guys know who I'm talking about. But yeah, he got hired, I got hired. I got the job as the Jedi training Vader, and then also in Tomorrowland, they have Photo Pass, like a Chase Bank exclusive, where you can go to the side and take pictures with Darth Vader, but it's more intimate. This was in Launch Bay, Disney's Launch Bay, which they they had like a whole thing called Season of the Force at the time, and then they kind of decked out Tomorrowland and Star Wars stuff, and they're playing Star Wars music, John Williams music. I was Vader there, and so I requested like 3 days just to schedule. That's all I wanted, because I had another job. I only really did it just for the fact that I wanted to be Vader in the park, and also like if you're working for Disney, you don't have to pay for a pass. So basically, you had a free pass. Well, that, and I also saw my Legion friends every Tuesday. We coined the term Trooper Tuesday. So every Tuesday we meet up in California Adventure, have fun, get some food, drinks, just hang out with the boys. So yeah, I did the Jedi training show. I think about 2 weeks, just twice, and that's it. One thing I'll say, I will never do that again. I advise anybody who ever gets the Vader job, if you're thinking about it, if the casting ever pops up again, do not do that one. First off, that suit, I'm not trying to smack talk anything about Disney, but that suit is very poorly built. It heats up like crazy. And that's saying a lot, because my suit is like full cowhide leather, like real leather, genuine, like, kind of pricey leather, and that one it's a little bit of pleather and a lot of cloth and everything, and it really doesn't breathe really well, in certain ways. So you overheat really quick, and then you're in the sun for who knows how long, fighting like a huge line of kids before you got to go back and maybe do it again in like an hour or whatever, or they have somebody else do it. So safe to say, I did not like the Jedi training show, not one bit. It was a cool experience to do it a couple times, but that's it. I really liked the photo pass, the photo op session, which was, you kind of just got to chill and talk to guests, but you don't talk to guests in your voice, obviously. There's like buttons on the boxes, on the belt boxes, like right here, like on the bottom, and you kind of just tap underneath, and it says, "We would be honored if you would join us. Next photo, please. Join the Empire." Like, just stuff, random stuff. But after a while of memorization, you can kind of figure out which buttons are which. So it was kind of cool, like playing with the guests and everything. It's just, I probably will say I did that for about a year. I'm not gonna really get into it, but there was a lot of working at Disney is cool, but there is a lot of backstage, drama, and a couple drama queens. It really wasn't worth working there for like 2 to 3 days a week. And I already had like a Disney pass, so it really didn't do anything. My one and only time working actually at Disneyland. The funny thing is, like, basically if you live in Southern California, if you live in Orange County where I grew up, you're gonna like at one point in time either have worked at Disneyland or have a Disney pass. It's kind of like requirement or whatever, you know, for being like a local. And I lived maybe 10 or 15 minutes down the street from Disneyland, so it was like, why not? Would I want to work at the park again? Yeah, I mean, now personally no, but at that time I would not have mind going to a different position or something else like that. I felt like I burnt myself out, and doing that with also trooping and doing, you know, other stuff that I wanted to do. Man, I haven't really told that story in a while, and I kind of like, you know, forgot about a lot of stuff that happened because it's been so long since I've actually talked about that story. Yeah, that's my time as Vader at Disneyland. I'll probably talk about the other story, you know, the Lucasfilm story, some other time when I actually can. Not really allowed to really say too much about that, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, this has been my Star Wars story. I have a lot, obviously, I always say it in every video, I have a lot more stories to tell you guys. So definitely stay tuned, because we're gonna have some, we're gonna really get into it. We're gonna go to some like very, very interesting, deep stories. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this story in the comments down below. And as always, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you didn't like this video, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you could be so kind as to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos, that would be great. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this. Take care. See you in the next one. May the Force be with you. Bye.